Okay, so let's jump right in. Today we're going to break down something pretty incredible, a concept straight out of a new patent filing. We're talking about eyewear that does way more than just help you see. It's designed to actively shield you from pain caused by the cold. Yeah, a smart, personal, thermal shield for your face. Just let that sink in for a second. For millions of people, a little bit of cold isn't just, uncomfortable. It's a real physical barrier. This quote really hits home because it perfectly frames the human problem that this whole invention is trying to fix. So, what exactly is this invisible wall? Well, for a lot of people, especially those with conditions like glaucoma, just being exposed to the cold can trigger some serious, even debilitating pain. It happens in what's called the periorbital region, basically that really sensitive area right around your eyes. And look, we're not talking about climbing Mount Everest here. The things that trigger this pain are situations that, honestly, most of us don't even think twice about. A beautiful, crisp autumn day? That could be a problem. Walking down the refrigerated aisle at the grocery store? Yep, that too. It can turn a simple walk or a trip to the store into something you actually dread. And the problem is, the solutions we have right now, they just don't cut it. I mean, you can wrap a scarf around your face, but that's clumsy and imprecise. And yeah, heated glasses have been a thing, but they were really just designed to keep your lenses from fogging up. They weren't built to deliver this kind of targeted, therapeutic warmth that actually responds to what your body needs. So there's this huge gap, right? Just waiting for a real solution. And that is exactly where this invention comes in, to fill that gap. See, this isn't just about slapping a heating element on a pair of glasses. No, this is about adding intelligence. We're talking about a shield that actually thinks for itself. And here's a look at it. This is the conceptual design straight from the patent documents. This whole apparatus is engineered from the ground up to tear down that invisible wall of pain. But as you're about to see, the real magic, well, that's hidden inside. The core idea behind all of this has a name: bioregulated thermal therapy. And the two most important words there are intelligently adapts. This is so much more than a simple on-off switch. Think of it like a smart thermostat, but for your face. A dynamic system that's constantly responding to you and your environment in real time. So how does it actually do that? Well, it works using what's called a closed-loop system. Just imagine a tiny little computer, a microprocessor, tucked inside the frame. It's always listening, constantly taking in data, crunching the numbers, and making these tiny, continuous adjustments to keep everything perfectly balanced. Okay, so what data is this little computer listening to? Ah, now we're getting to the really cool part. This is the secret sauce of the whole invention, a unique trio of sensors. All three work together to create a complete picture of the thermal environment. Right, so you've got these three sensors, and they're basically the eyes and ears of the entire system. Each one has a very specific job to do, and it's how they work together that provides all the intelligence for the whole operation. First up, and you could argue this is the most important one, is the biometric sensor. It's a non-contact infrared sensor, which means it measures your temperature without even touching you. It's pointed right at your skin. And this is so critical. It's not guessing what your temperature is, it's getting a direct, real-time measurement of your actual body. This is the #1 piece of feedback for the whole system. Next, we've got the ambient sensor. Pretty straightforward. This one faces outward. Its job is to read the real-world conditions. What's the actual temperature out here? Is a cold front moving in? This gives the system that crucial context about the outside world. And sensor number 3 is the proximate sensor. This one is really clever. It faces inward, and it measures the tiny microclimate in the air gap between the glasses and your face. I mean, that little pocket of air is affected by your body heat, your breath, everything. So you've got a sensor for you, a sensor for the world, and a sensor for that little space right in between. Genius. So you have all this data coming in from 3 different sources. What does the system do with it? Well, this is where it gets really smart. It doesn't just wait for you to get cold and then react. No, it's designed to be smarter than the cold. It's an anticipatory system. And this is the absolute game changer. A normal reactive system, it waits for you to feel pain, and then it tries to fix it. It's always playing catch up. But this anticipatory system, it sees the cold coming, thanks to that ambient sensor, and it acts before your skin even has a chance to get cold. The goal isn't to correct discomfort, it's to prevent it from ever happening in the first place. So let's put it all together. Here's that closed loop in action. Step 1. The three sensors are constantly gathering data. Step 2. The microprocessor inside is analyzing all of it, predicting what's about to happen. Step 3. It sends just the right amount of power to the tiny heating element. And the result? Your skin temperature stays right where it needs to be, perfectly stable at a comfortable, therapeutic temperature, say around 34 degrees Celsius. It's this constant, vigilant cycle that never stops. You know, with all this incredible tech, the sensors, the smart processor, the predictive algorithms, it's easy to get lost in the details. But all of it, every single piece is there for one reason and one reason only, to improve someone's quality of life. So let's bring it back to what this really means for a person. And I think this next part is the most important takeaway. The success of this thing isn't really measured in degrees of temperature. It's measured in degrees of freedom. What does that mean? It means the freedom to just go outside again, to engage with the world without that constant fear of pain, to stop living your life based on the weather forecast. It's about getting back the simple joys we all deserve, whether that's a walk in the park on a cool day or just running errands without a second thought. So, as we wrap this up, it really leaves you with a pretty fascinating question, doesn't it? If we can build an intelligent shield against this kind of pain right into a pair of glasses, what's next? Just think about how many other chronic discomforts could be managed, maybe even prevented, by this kind of smart, anticipatory tech that's woven right into the things we wear every single day. It's a pretty exciting thought.